Hello and welcome to a review of I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World. Okay, notice I'm talking like this because the first 3 episodes of it was decent. Not great, but decent. Yeah, the first 3 episodes shows us development in Yuya. Yeah, we saw development in him with the 3 girls, a model, the student, and a princess from another world. Okay. Now that's all said and done. But when it got to this episode, guys, I legit want to hit my head so bad. Why? When it was first announced that it was an anime, I was happy and excited about it. Sorry. I even told people about this manga. The LN and mangas about I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World. I even told people to watch it. Well, not watch it, but read it. Then, watching the first episode, I felt like it felt like they put a lot of effort in this. Sure, they may not add all the details from the manga series. I mean, go read it. Like I said, you gotta read it. But then it's this moment, I felt like why this episode was a big disappointment for me. Good, but disappointment. So, let me get right to it with this review of I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World, episode 4. Okay, now, you guys remember last week, the princess wants to marry Yuya. Right off the cliffhanger, marry Yuya. Now, again, Yuya don't want to do that. He doesn't want to do that. And, coming from a princess who, wants to marry Yuya is going to make the entire isekai route into the harem still got a wife thing. It's kind of like farming life in another world. Remember that classic farming life in another world where the farmer himself got this MC reincarnated into another world, and got into an isekai world where he make his own farming, and the fact that he got all his harem and has a child with a vampire. So it's kind of like, you know what? That's how every isekai does. When an isekai character gets a harem and then one becomes pregnant or get married, he still got his isekai. He still got his harem. And that's what he's doing. That's what this whole thing is. But for Yuya's sake, he wants to, let's stay as friends. Let's see where this goes as friends. Rushing this whole thing to be married just because he saved them. Just because he saved her not once but twice. Okay. But still, let's go on the friends route. Okay, so they're going to stay as friends for now. And then we got to see the antagonist from the isekai world who trying to go after the princess after what he did to his face, like some Vega shit from Street Fighter. But that's here and there. Notice how I'm talking so excited about it. I'm just talking about it because this episode was a freaking C+. A freaking C+. And I'm gonna tell you why. So now he goes back to the new world. Now he goes back to his real world. And he's attending Osei Academy for the first time. After, transferring to school and whatnot, he finally attended the school. Everybody looked at him like, oh, who is this guy? He's pretty, all that kind of thing. Like lookinism all over again. Okay. My head is down for this. So, his first day, okay, one will make an argument his first day was pretty good. He defended Kaede. He defended another girl. Another harem is added to his chart. So he defended Kaede from a soccer ball and straight up did a kick from sitting on the bench because he had no gym clothes. Sitting on the bench, kicked the ball from half court and into the goal. And everybody was shocked about it. This guy did a blue lock maneuver. That's some blue lock shit. Now, I get the title Test of Courage because I was really looking forward for this because I know what they were going to do. But my fucking God, they changed everything. Oh my God, why the hell did you do that? I question myself, why do Why do they take something that is so good and don't follow the anime, Ellen, or manga? I question that every time. Why the hell people don't follow the series? It pissed me off. It pissed me off. Like this episode, they covered it. They rushed the hell out of this. They rushed the hell out of this. So let me get this straight. Kaori in her gym clothes and whatnot, all that kind of shit. The whole red ogres came in and invaded the school. Okay. Remember, you're talking to a guy who read this chapter over and over again because I love this chapter. So then you got but that's not what happened. What happened was in the manga, the red ogres came in to invade the school because the two stupid ass fraternal twins, the Yuya's younger siblings, decided to invade the school with the red ogres because they got embarrassed because they didn't get accepted. They didn't get accepted to Osen Academy, so they hired the red ogres to take care of the business. Okay. Now, for Yuya's case, he doesn't want... He's scared. He is scared. His legs were shaking. He didn't want to... He's scared because of the shit that's been going on with his life with the red ogres. When they beat him up, the way they beat him on a regular basis, and the way how his twin siblings treat him. So there was like a shaken moment, like I don't know if I should do that. I'm scared. He's so scared, and I get that. He's scared. But when he saw Kaori in trouble, he literally jumped from the 4th floor building all the way down, jumped in like an apex, jumping down like an apex guy. I ain't comparing him to Apex, like, jump down like that, but yeah. So, he rushed in to say Kaori, and he's like dashing, like, he's dashing in. And again, I'm just disappointed by what they did. Because that's not how it happened. That's not how it happened. He literally beat those guys up. And then as he get closer, he jumped to another wave with this big ass sumo guy. Came in and trying to charge at him, but he blocked it with one hand like he's freaking Goku and just tossed him to the side. It's different from the manga. Completely different, because he actually beat him up. He beat everybody up. And the bat scene in the manga with the leader of the Red Oaks had the bat scene. He was like dodging and hitting him, all that kind of shit, and they skipped that. They didn't add that. All they showed was, in this one, they showed that when he walks by, they were like, oh, who's this guy? And save Kaori, and then the leader of the Red Ogres trying to kill him running him over with a motorcycle. And Yuya's been dodging all these maneuvers. Dodging, and then, one fatal mistake and he crashed his motorcycle. Again, I don't like where that goes. I don't like it. Yeah, I mean, I understand that they're trying to follow... I understand they're trying to follow the details from that chapter, but it just doesn't. I want to see Yuya beat the shit out of them. We didn't get that. And then in that closing moment where the siblings got arrested, good for them, and the Red Ogre is choking the life out of him. I mean, yeah, in the manga, he did choke the younger sibling and then kick the other sibling off. I get that. They were trying to do that. It's different from that. I keep saying it's different from the manga, Ellen, because guys, go read it. Read it. And then Yuya is like, let him go. And then in that one moment when they let him go, he beat the shit out of him. Like, he literally kicked the shit out of him in the manga. But in this one, when Yuya just like turned his eye like this, that evil look, he literally knocked him down with one look. Now, again, this is you're talking to a guy who reads this all the time and reads the chapter. So, I'm going to compare this to this one. In the manga, after he literally beat the shit out of him, the siblings like, why are you doing this? After all the shit I've done to you over the years, why would you do this? Now, Yuya is like saying this. He's saying, look, I know what you said to my grandpa. I will never forgive you for talking shit about my grandpa. But we're family. That's all I care about. And then the younger siblings was like, I'm sorry, so sorry. They're crying and all that stuff. Okay. Now, here's where thing gets a little out of hand. People are gonna, here's the thing. I know people don't forgive characters. Some do, some don't. Now, I know what you're thinking. Should we forgive the younger siblings? Should we forgive Yuya's siblings? That's the question we should be asking. Do we forgive them? Do we? Should we? Are we? Here's the thing. There's two ways to look at this for most people. I often give characters a second chance. The only way to get your second chance on my eyes, prove me wrong. Show me what you're gonna do show me what you're gonna do to prove me wrong to a point where it's like, you know what? He or she got redeemed. I'm gonna like him. I'm gonna like him or her. Characters like that, you gotta prove it. Endeavor did it. Shoshomaru did it. Orochimaru did it. I'm going by characters that deserved that second chance basis to show me what you're gonna do after. That's that. Now, on the other hand, the younger siblings, they got what they deserve. I mean, they treated Yuya like trash since they were kids. They treat him like garbage. They don't give a flying fuck about him. I mean, I'm still mad that they treat him dirty over the years and years and years just because he's fat, just because they don't like his grandpa. They even disrespect their own grandpa. And, they don't give a shit about his life. Burning his clothes, ripping his homework, getting beat up on a regular basis. They just watch from the sidelines like they don't give a shit. Yes, I get that. You're not wrong. Now, for them to say, I'm sorry, this or that, I'm not saying it's too late to say sorry, but you could have said sorry a long time ago after the shit that's been going through. So, after them saying, I'm sorry, this and that, they got what they deserve. In the manga, it's a little different because they won't get arrested. They got a disciplinary action, but they're not getting arrested, like going to jail. They're just going to get, not suspended thing, more like, I'm trying to think of a word I'm trying to put it, but you guys get what I'm saying. They're going to press charges, but they're not going to do anything. Well, it's not, but my point is, them forgiving Yuya. I know people, you know what? I gotta go 60-40 on this one. The 60% is prove them wrong. Like, what they gotta do for Yuya's sake? What they gonna do for Yuya? Like, should they be nice to Yuya? Absolutely. Should they do something for Yuya? Yes. Should they honor and forgive their grandpa, their death, they died? I mean, should they forgive their own grandpa? Abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. But like I said, on the other hand, I don't like that they apologize after Yuya saved her. But that's here and there. Now, I can't be... I just find this episode quite disappointing. The first 3 episodes were a sad backstory with a lookinism vibe going on, and it got his 3 harems, and got 3 harems on the side, and got 3 harems. Now this episode was like a development. I mean, there's no development in this whatsoever. There's not there was no development in this one. No development. This was all about Yuya getting his step the courage to get redeemed and beat up the Red Ogres, which it should have happened, but it didn't. And just saving his siblings, because that's the only thing he has in his family, them. Now, the parents, if the parents do show up and see Yuya like that, I don't know what I'm gonna say about the parents. I kid you not. I don't know what they're going to say if they see him. But like I said, yeah, he saved the damsel in distress, Kari. Yeah, he saved her. But overall, this episode was a huge disappointment. This episode was a huge freaking disappointment. I just, y'all dropped the ball here. Because you're not following the series. You're not following the LN manga. Like, follow it. What they did in the LN manga, trust me, guys, you guys need to read that. And if I had my tablet around, I could show y'all. But like I said, go read that. Go read it. I'm diehard. I'm telling you, go read it. But like I said, this episode was a big flop. Like, not like flop. More like, it's done. And I don't know how next week's episode is going to be, because next week's episode said new member, which means we're going to see the dog that he's going to get from his isekai world. So that's that. So I look forward, well, not saying I'm really excited about it, but I want to see where next week goes. I hope episode 5 is going to be a bounce back redemption from what we're seeing after this week's episode. So I don't know, but we'll see where this goes, and moving forward with it, we'll see. But again, this episode was a kind of big disappointment in my eyes. And I'm pretty sure some of y'all felt the same way. So, I look forward for next week's episode of it. And pretty soon, let's see where this goes. A little hesitated to say, but let's see. So, see you next week.